Carlos Ramirez, owner of NBS Audio in Roselle, New Jersey. So Brandon and Martin took the trip up from Virginia. They trailered their bikes up for wire rescue. Both bikes needed a complete wire rescue, and then there were some issues we had to address. So one of the bikes had the SPL bagger 8-inch ring kit installed in the back of the saddlebag, which is perfect. But whoever cut it out just made small 1/4-inch pinholes. So obviously you weren't getting the output. We had to recut the saddlebag and then wrap the ring in weatherproof cloth and did it the way that we normally do it. So obviously he got double the bass. So both bikes came in with quality equipment, all the right stuff. It's just the execution wasn't the way we would have did it. So on the one bike there was pinholes. For the woofer needs room to breathe. If you drill small 1/4-inch pinholes, it's not going to perform. It's not designed to work that way. Then on the other bike, they had the American Hardbag 8-inch Aggressor kit. It's an awesome kit. The problem is this kit is designed for mid-range, not mid-bass drivers. So they had DD audio mid-range. Obviously, it's not going to create as much bass as a mid-bass driver. So the bag is already cut for the American Hardbag kit. So we just expanded, we added another layer of ring to space the woofer out, swapped out the mid-range driver for a mid-bass driver, and then we didn't have to worry about the cone hitting the American Hardbag kit. So we got that one straight. They used plastic spacers on the Torpack pods, so it wasn't really a clean fit and finish. We use Tim Nagy's Torpack pod adapters on both bikes, so the ground zeros dropped right in and they look more flush. And then it was a better look because it's one ring instead of 3 smaller rings stacked up, because you can never get the rings perfectly straight. It's just better if you use Tim Nagy's solution. We personally like to use the Hertz SX165 because they drop in no modification. Some other shops like to go with a real beefy mid-bass driver. We don't feel the need to do that here because even though the Hertz doesn't produce a ton of mid-bass, the Torpack is ported from factory, so it's actually the Torpack doing most of the work. You get really good mid-bass no matter what 6-inch you use, so we'd rather use a 6-inch that fits completely flush and let the Torpack do all the work. But of course this bike has extra mid-bass because it's using a really beefy mid-bass driver. It's using Ground Zero yellow basket coax. The only thing is that the spacer is a lot larger, so it takes away a little of the comfort room from the passenger, but it sounds phenomenal. When you go to a bigger speaker, it obviously creates more bass and makes the bike sound better in this application. Both bikes had Ground Zero yellow basket coax in the lowers. One had a set of Cicada in the fairing, the other had a set of yellow basket coax, so both tunes were completely different. One bike had Sound Digital Evo X 800.4 and a Sound Digital Evo X 1600.1. The other bike had, 800.4, 1200.4. The other bike had a 1600.1. So we were able to do the Dubbie bass knob with the clip indicator. Previous shop had drilled a hole in the fairing for the bass knob. So when you see it in the video, that was not us, we didn't do that. But we had to leave it there so there wouldn't be a hole in the fairing. Customers can get the fairing repainted and fill it in. So with the Dubbie bass knob in the accessory panel, now have a clip indicator, so you can tell when you're pushing the amplifier into clipping, and you can turn the volume of the woofers down if you need to. Nothing in the Torpack, either one of these bikes. Both amplifiers fit in the fairing in each of the bikes. We cleaned up the wiring, did a wiring rescue, all new power and ground wires. The bikes came out really, really good. We didn't have to sell the clients any equipment because they follow us on YouTube, they watch our videos, so they use all the equipment that we use. Didn't have to sell them any equipment. They even had their own Lex rack. We installed the Lex rack, obviously on the bike that's running the 1204 and the 1600.1. And on the other bike, it's running a 1200.2 and an 800.4, so there was no need to use a Lex rack. We were able to put, that bike already had a Lex rack, so we didn't have to install it. So the 800.4 and the 1200.2 fit nicely next to each other with the HKM Mini DSP. Both bikes have an HKM Mini DSP and NBS Audio T harness. So they came up, we got the install. It was a lot of fixing, so we tried to get it done in one day, we couldn't, so they ended up staying in the hotel. We got it done in 2 days. Bike sounds phenomenal. I try never to rush. I try and give the bikes the time to do the job right. So check out the build. Both bikes sound great. Obviously the bike that got the 1600.1 had to upgrade to a lithium, so that one's got a Braille G30H lithium. The other bike with the 1200.2 and the 800.4 is running a Braille AGM.
So I'm grinding with my eyes wide, looking to find a way through the day, a light for the night. Dear Lord, you took so many of my people. I'm just wondering why you haven't been my life. Like was everybody right?
We are not the same, I am a Martian. So approach my phantom doors with caution. You see them 24 spinning, I earned them. And I ain't no preacher, but here's my average sermon. So eat this black music and tell me how it tastes now. And fuck Jesse Jackson, cause it ain't about race now. Sometimes I think about my life with my face down. Then I see my sons and put on that Kanye smile. Damn, I know it's mama proud. And since you helped me sell my dream, we can share my mama now. And like MJB, no more drama now. Living the good life, me and Common on comic.
Freestyle in the breaststroke till you blow a cigarette smoke. Another bed stroke. So what we gonna do now? Fucking round two now. Work it out, then we cool down. Cool down, baby. Tonight, the night I let you know. Baby, tonight, the night we lose control.
Maybe I'm blind, thinking I can see through this and see what's behind. Got no way to prove it, so maybe I'm blind. But I'm only human after all. I'm only human after all. Don't put your blame on me. Don't put your blame on me. Take a look in the mirror and what do you see? Do you see it clearer or are you deceived in what you believe? 'Cause I'm only human after all. You're only human after all. Don't put the blame on me. Don't put your blame on me. Some people got the real problem. Some people out of love. Fucking bad. I watch Mama make miracles out of Crisco. I knock niggas out like Vladimir Crisco. If you ain't know the shit. shit. I'm going ape shit. So fuck good, I'm on the brink of some great shit. Success the only option, cause hell I made a promise. Sell that white girl if I have to bring me Madonna. Wolf baby, howling at the moon. I'm the wolf baby, howling at the moon. Hey, ooh. I'm the wolf baby, howling at the moon. I'm the wolf baby, howling at the moon. Hey, ooh. Nobody's business was in my cup, it's in your cup, it's in their cup. It's your cup, drink it. So whatever the hell was in my cup, the only reaction I did was got more popular, more successful, did a lot more things that I've ever done. I probably should pick that cup back up.
I'm sitting here looking at Keisha like, do you love me, do you love me not? Damn, you hit the spot, taste like candy, sweet like fruit, wet like water, can I love on you? Withdrawals, I'm feeling different, every day I need a dose. Every now and then I'm missing, I got my times when I go ghost, but she mine. I'm stamping her artist status, so the other bitches mad at her, too mad at her. Thumbing through $100,000, no lie, you get me higher than the prices of my weed. I'm displaying my feelings like I'm wearing them on my sleeves. 1 minute I'm done with you, the next one I be running back. Go your way, I go my way, but somehow we be still attached. Trying to find my ounces with this cup, but ain't no truth in it. They be like I'm done for fucking with you, I spend stupid racks. I'm sitting here knowing I don't need you, pouring O's in the lid, sipping, chasing with my reef, can't get my mind on Waukesha. Watch me put my heart in this cup. In my feelings, she my therapist, I'ma talk to this cup. I swear. Ring around the road, Z, cup full of OZs. I hope I don't OD, she keeps saying pull me, turn me to the moon.
Dedicated to the boys, ride the slab.
I'm down the AM, no, I'm looking good. I'm banging strong, nigga, diamonds up against that wood. I'm down the AM, no, I'm looking good. I'm banging strong, nigga, diamonds up against that wood.
I flip down the hand, you know I'm looking tight. These jealous niggas looking at me and my car so shite. Wanna take my life and want the jack, but I see all through that. Never let these bitch niggas take what's my nigga, never do that. You say he going through a thing when y'all ain't never lied. I got a baby, but his mama act like he ain't mine. Wicked women using children to live on. When I hurt and try to hate, cause she know the thrill is gone. Say man, I stopped smoking with haters back in 94. But niggas thinking that a sweet gon' get them through my door. And niggas talk a lot of shit in a safe place. I know cause he can't look me out of eye when he in my face. Now nigga listen to my beats and see just what I mean. Nigga I ride dirty every day but still I shine so clean. Glitter and gleam ain't all what it looks like. So I keep swinging, I keep clanging, trying to live my life.
I'm down the AM, no, I'm looking good. I'm banging strong, nigga, diamonds up against that wood. I'm down the AM, no, I'm looking good. I'm banging strong, nigga, diamonds up against that wood. I'm down the AM, no, I'm looking good. I'm banging strong, nigga, diamonds up against that wood. I'm down the AM, no, I'm looking good. I'm banging strong, nigga, diamonds up against that wood.
See these niggas in days going coming for me just awake. I know I'm blessed. I grab my senses, split my pussy with my thumb. Some of my sweets be tight, now some of my sweets be fucked up. But all of my sweets gon' blow, so killer smoke get sucked up.
Carlos Ramirez, owner of NVS Audio in Roselle, New Jersey. Brandon and Martin took the trip up from Virginia to get the wiring rescued on both their bikes. It was supposed to be just a wiring rescue, but we got a little more involved in it. But are you completely happy with the way the bike sounds?
Much better than what it was.
Worth the trip?
Definitely.
Thank you, gentlemen. Have a great day.
Yes, sir.